So you want to oil paint, but you don't know where to start. When I started, I was worried about fumes and prices and what's actually necessary because there is so much information out there. 8 years later, these are the supplies that work for me and built my art business. Blick is always running discounts on all of these things, and I have them all linked in my bio to make things easier for you. I started with Winsor & Newton paints, and I still stand by them. These are all painted with them, and they're affordable, they mix beautifully. I've recently transitioned into Gamblin, and they're somehow even more buttery, a bit more expensive, but worth it in my opinion. If you were to splurge on just one Gamblin tube, I would suggest this yellow. It's beautifully bright and opaque, and I think it's 40% off right now. Otherwise, starting with a starter kit is fine. I generally only work with primaries, white, and raw umber. If you're nervous about safety, I'm not an expert, but I'll tell you what I've gathered. The oil paint itself is usually not what people are concerned with, it's the solvents. And you can paint with just oil paint and linseed oil. That's what I do most of the time. Linseed oil is just oil, no harmful fumes. It helps the paint flow smoother and stay workable for longer. The general recommendation with this is to just dry your rags flat or dispose of them in a sealed metal trash can. If you want faster drying times or thinner paint, that's where these come in. Gamsol is an odorless alternative to the very smelly turpentine, but with this you should think about ventilation and just use small amounts. This is a faster drying medium, and again, be conscious of ventilation with it. For the surfaces, I typically go for a gallery wrapped canvas these days. They look nicer if a buyer wants to hang their piece directly on the wall and not worry about framing yet. A few coats of gesso will give you a really smooth surface if you like that look, and also stop a cheaper canvas from soaking up your nice paint. A tub like this lasts forever, and you would also use it to prime a raw canvas that you stretched yourself. There are also options if you love the look of oil painting, but the logistics scare you. One is water mixable oils. They're definitely more approachable, and you can clean them with water instead of any solvents. And I've recently been exploring acrylic options to get an oil paint effect. I use Liquitex or golden acrylics for my underpaintings to not have to start on a blank white surface. There's also this golden extra heavy gel, which mixes with acrylic paint and makes it dry more slowly with way more texture. I painted this with that. Again, this is just what works for me. Everything is linked for you because there's a lot here, and art stores can be huge and overwhelming. Come back and show me what you've painted.